Hey everyone, Hypersonic here, and today we're going to be talking about ways to earn free Bitcoin. And specifically, it's going to be faucets, the best faucet specifically. So, what is a faucet, first of all? So, a faucet basically is a community service that gives coin out to people so they can hold it and transact with it, thereby increasing the value of the coin simply because more people have it. And this faucet is actually going to be freebitco.in or free Bitcoin. I love the way they did that. It's a really nice play on words. So this is the main site right here. And you have a deposit button, you have a withdrawal button, and we'll talk about that in a second. But essentially what happens is that you have different levels of coin that you can get per free roll. This is what's called the free roll. And what you do is normally there would be a CAPTCHA here, and we'll talk about that later. And then what you do is you just hit roll. And boom, you get whatever amount of free Bitcoin you have. So I just got 21 Satoshi of Bitcoin by doing that. It also gave me 2 lottery tickets, and it also gave me 102 reward points. I'm actually using my reward points to bump up the amount of reward points I'm getting, and we'll talk about that in just a second. But the reason why this is worth it, so you go from 0.2 cents to about $200, depending on how much you earn, and you have a 10,000 chance, basically, of earning $200. But simply, if you get over 0.0003 Bitcoin, then you start earning interest daily. So if you just use the faucet enough, eventually you'll start earning interest. Now, the best part is, and one reason why they have the deposit button, is that you can deposit with your address Bitcoin into this. So you can buy it on another exchange and transfer it in. And with about $5 or so, because that's how much 0.0003 Bitcoin is, you start earning an annual rate of interest that compounds daily. And it's so amazing. And you can see as Bitcoin gets added to my account, it goes up. These are daily amounts that I'm showing you right now of interest. It is so cool. When I had more of my Bitcoin in here, I was earning easily 2,000 Satoshis a day, no problem. It even has a calculator, so you can earn how much you will be earning. Let's just put 1 Bitcoin in there. So daily, 0.0001 Bitcoin. That is really cool, just for holding your coin in there. Now, as I mentioned before, you got 2 lottery tickets, and you got 100, well, you normally get 2 reward points. In this case, again, I'm bumping it up because of my reward points. For the lottery, each week, they hand out a tiered set of prizes for people who win the lottery. And you don't need that many tickets to win. There's one guy here, look at this, 30 tickets, and he won basically $100. And that is about 15 times of using this, and he won that. Who knows if he was even present when that happened. Like, just so cool. Normally what happens is the number 1 prize usually goes up to about 1.2, 1.5 Bitcoin, and that person just walks home essentially with $10,000 or more. It's intense. So just by participating, you have a chance to be a part of this. Now, the reward points are what really make this, aside from the interest, worth it. So you can trade your reward points in for more reward points, which is cool. And you can slowly go up the tiers from 1 extra per click, 10, 50 to 100. And when you start earning 100 per click, it's easy to start earning 800 to 1200 per day. And when you do that, you can start getting extra lottery tickets for free. For free, you don't have to pay for them, nothing. You can get extra Bitcoin per click, up to 1,000%. That is 10 times what the faucet is normally giving you, just because you have reward points. You can get gift certificates up to $500. You can get hardware wallets like my KeepKey that I use and store my coin in generally, if you're here long enough. And on top of that, you can get iPhones. It's just so cool what you can do, just because you use the site. Just because you use the site. And if that wasn't enough, they have a referral program. And one reason I like to sell this site is because they don't pay the people who are marketing for them to get people to gamble. Look at this. You get less than 1% of whatever a person loses in gambling. So how does that help you? No. The game is to get people to just engage in the site and make money with you. So you're helping people, you're helping you, you're helping them, you're helping the site all at once. And they give you all the tools. You get a referral, number, you get banners for forums, you get signatures for forums. It shows how many referrals you have. It shows your income from your referrals. It shows a way you can share your Bitcoin that they help you earn back to them. You can do it as a percentage, you can give it all back, you can do whatever. And on top of that, it gives you the deposit addresses of the people under you. And the greatest thing about that is you can reward people for being on your team. It is so cool. It's just a great way to do it. Everybody is happy at the end of the day with this. Now, there is a gambling part of this site. And one thing I will say about that is, I mean, they have some things that are cool, like they have this bonus. Once you have so much, you can actually claim a bonus by gambling with them. So I believe that you spend the bonus first, and then after that, it goes into the Bitcoin you own. You need to win like 250 times more. So again, this is how they make their money, aside from just using your coin to do things with. It's just a high-low game. It's a coin flip. The house edge is pretty steep with almost 53%. And what I will say is that if you have an issue with gambling, I wouldn't recommend doing it. I've seen people martingale with this, and because the house edge is fairly steep, martingaling doesn't tend to work very well. I've seen people lose 20 times in a row, not joking. And I would recommend not doing it. Aside from that, if you just want to get a pizza on Friday, if you want to maybe bet 1/10 of your Bitcoin or something, then do it. Like, it's okay. Just don't keep doing it. You know, don't have a problem with your gambling. Just gamble if you think it's going to be fun, or if you just have that money to burn, go for it. Have a field day. It's great. As far as that goes, there's one last feature that I really love about this site, and it's the fact that you can mine with them. So on top of that, you can mine with them and get more of a daily income. So this is what I'm showing you right now. This is what their mining page looks like from top to bottom, browser mining. And what it does is it makes use of your CPU. So you have a hash rate of your personal CPU. It's showing 0 because I haven't activated it yet. And then it'll show how many hashes you solved, and it just goes up. Below that is your mining income. And basically what happens is that this is mining using a Monero algorithm. Monero is a different coin. It's an altcoin. And what it does is it takes that income and converts it back to Bitcoin. Now below that, you'll see just the basic settings. All you have to do is figure out what your CPU is, your central processor, how many cores it has, and just how hard you want it to work, 0 to 100% or 10 to 100%, and hit start mining. Boom, and it's going. Now, if you're a small business owner, you know, this is your moment to shine, because if you have 30 computers in your office, all you have to do is share the URL that it gives you to put on all those computers, and you can literally link them all into one mining farm. And the thing I love about it, and the reason why it's really cool, is that because it's a Monero algorithm, it's actually less hard on your CPU. So it's not going to damage your equipment. It's just going to make it run a bit, which is cool, as opposed to actual legit mining software, which will max out to the max of whatever your equipment can do. I've actually shortened the life of one of my computers mining with it, so I don't do that anymore. But this has been okay. It has not slowed down my computer, and it is just fantastic. So between all of these factors, between the point system, between the earned interest every day, and between just drawing from the faucet and the lottery and occasionally gambling, it's easy to make $1 a day or more. It's easy to make dollars a week. It's easy to get a side income from just participating. And it's win, 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 win. Everybody wins with this. The owners win, you win, your friends win. It's one reason I will constantly pitch this site to everybody. It's the only site I will pitch. It's the end all, be all. One thing I will say is that, and I was talking about wallets in my previous video, that this is definitely a hot wallet site. You are unfortunately not in control of your private keys if you deposit your Bitcoin here. But one thing I will say, and they'll say this on the site too, but I'll add to this, is that they have a community presence on one of the largest talking forums in Bitcoin, or Bitcoin Talk forum. The owner, he goes by the alias of Wetsuit, and their marketer regularly and for years have posted posts about this site. In fact, if you get one of the top 2 draws, so $200 or $20 on the free roll, they will actually give you an extra $5 if you take a screenshot and post it to the right forum. They are so on top of it. This whole community, in fact, on that forum will support you. They will give you all the information you need to do the best you can. And it's so cool and it's so well done. Um, in addition to this, they have a sister site called Free Dogecoin or freedogeco.in. And I will link that too. It is just as good. It has less features because Dogecoin isn't as prolific as Bitcoin, which is understandable. But I will defend this site for long as it lives. It's just an amazing opportunity. And I implore you, when looking into ways to make your Bitcoin work for you, shoot, if you have 100 Bitcoins already, put them in here and you have a daily income that won't even go away. It's so cool. And if they have to stop providing interest, they'll give you a month's notice. And on top of that, on top of all of that, they can handle it. They're a mining operation. That's why you can invest in them. They themselves are a mining operation. They make money from the gambling. They make money. They can make deals with the amount of pull they get from just this faucet. It's an amazing option. Anyway, guys, I'm here to bring you more opportunities whenever I can that make sense. This is low risk, really good wallet, good faucet, good way to get free Bitcoin with nothing on the table. And one last thing, guys. I mentioned earlier that I no longer have a CAPTCHA when I use the site. I figured out how to automate it, and if you join my team, I will show you how to basically just click once a day, once a week, once a month, and keep this as a side income for yourself. Just join my team, join the Discord, give me your deposit address, and then I will help you out. It's really cool how you can do it, and basically that is the surefire way to earn $1 a day with this, no problem. You know, you do that 100 times, and you already have a full-scale income. So I'm giving you one of those dollars. Just join my team, and hope to see you on the other side. Thanks, guys.